Ta-da! Happy Independence Day to the State of Israel. I'm wearing the flag of Israel today. Israel is celebrating their their Independence Day. In 1948, the State of Israel was proclaimed by David Ben-Gurion.
על הקמת מדינה יהודית בארץ ישראל היא מדינת ישראל.
On Friday, the 14th of May 1948, in the city of Tel Aviv, David Ben-Gurion stood behind the microphone.
Most of us don't know that Israel was colonized by the British, and that 1948, the state of Israel was proclaimed, and Palestinian state was also was supposed to be proclaimed by the Palestinian authorities, but the Palestinian authorities refused to proclaim their state for the reason best known to them, that Israel cannot live side by side with them, that they own the whole land of Israel. So what many in the world don't know today is that a state of Palestine was created alongside with the state of Israel, but they refused to take it because the Arab state believed that they cannot live side by side with the state of Israel, that the whole state of Israel belongs to them. And I asked myself about what we read in the Bible. The Bible keeps telling us about the state of Israel. Does that mean that the Bible is fake? If Arab states could be claiming the state of Israel, in which they are claiming up to today, so be the judge. I need your comment on my box. Please, I need a comment on my box. Don't just watch. I want to learn from you guys. I'm not a professional, and I want to go professional. I make a whole lot of mistakes on my every video, and I see them. So when you watch my video, please, I want you professionals. Please, I want to learn from you guys. I'm learning also. I'm a very shy guy who don't come to videos, but this is my passion. I like making video. I like making, taking pictures. When you go to my Facebook, a whole lot of pictures that I've been taking for years are there. So when I find out about the Facebook, I say, oh, this is where I should belong. So if you have it, I need your comment and I need your like when you watch my video. So let's ask ourselves, why did the state of Palestine refuse to take their side? Why now? Why do they want it now? Is it the way God wants it? And this is what I observe on my own theory. If a state of Palestine is given to Palestinian state at this moment, the Palestinians will still hurt Israel, who fully, alongside with their counterparts of Syria, Saudi Arabia, or whatever. I don't know. But I must tell you that not all the Middle East Arab believe in their ideology in Palestine. They also want peace. So today is an Independence Day for State of Israel. Like I said before, State of Israel, May 14th, 1948. David Ben-Gurion, the head of the Jewish agent.
על הקמת מדינה יהודית בארץ ישראל היא מדינת ישראל.
On Friday, the 14th of May 1948, in the city of Tel Aviv, David Ben-Gurion stood behind the microphone and solemnly proclaimed the establishment of a state for the Jewish people in Eretz Israel, the land of Israel. Born as David Joseph Grun on the 16th of October 1886 in Plonsk, Poland, he already founded at the age of 14 an association in Warsaw to promote Hebrew studies and emigration to the land of Israel. In 1948, he stood confidently and spoke in an assured voice to the hearts of the Jews who listened to him, realized the 2,000-year-old hope of independence in their historical homeland. So then, who are you, David Ben-Gurion?
בארץ ישראל קם העם היהודי, בה עוצבה דמותו הרוחנית הדתית והמדינית.
At the age of 20, he emigrated to Eretz Israel and worked as a simple laborer in agriculture. He started using the name Ben Gurion when signing the first article penned by him as the editor of the newspaper of the Labour Zionist Poalei Zion political party, calling himself after Yosef Ben Gurion, one of the leaders of the Great Rebellion against the Romans in the 1st century CE. In 1915, in the midst of the First World War, he was deported to Egypt by the Ottoman rulers, from where he traveled to New York, where he founded the Hechalutz movement, dedicated to finding young Jewish people willing to emigrate to Eretz Israel to work and develop the land. Following the promulgation of the Balfour Declaration and liberation of the land from Ottoman rule by the British, Ben Gurion became an enthusiastic supporter of the movement for voluntary enlistment in the Jewish Legion of the British Army. In 1918, he enlisted in the 38th Battalion of the Royal Fusiliers of the British Army, the battalion to which Jews of the United States and Canada volunteered. The battalion trained in the suburbs of Halifax, Canada, and from there he wrote to his wife Paula, "I left you, darling, not because I do not love you enough. I did what I must for you too, and I promise you, dear Paula, that the time is not far off when you yourself will feel this and understand." The Jewish battalions operating under British command consisted of 5,000 volunteers. In 1918, the battalion was sent to Eretz Israel, and approximately one-half of its soldiers fought in battles that took place in the Jordan Valley and in Samaria. In 1919, he returned to Eretz Israel, where he became one of the prominent leaders of the Yeshuv, the Jewish community in Eretz Israel. He served for 15 years as the Secretary General of the Histadrut, the general trade union that protected Jewish laborers in Eretz Israel. In 1930, he was chosen to head Mapai, the Workers' Party of the Land of Israel, which became the largest faction within the Zionist movement during that period. In his appearance before the Peel Commission in 1936, he asserted, "Our historical right exists from the dawn of the Jewish people, and the Balfour Declaration and Mandate were meant to recognize." In 1937, Ben Gurion agreed to the recommendation to partition Eretz Israel into separate Jewish and Arab states, but the Arabs rejected the partition plan. In response, the British government issued the White Paper, a policy paper that placed stringent restrictions on Jewish immigration to Eretz Israel and on the purchase of land by Jews. Ben Gurion declared a quiet struggle against the British that included clandestine immigration and the establishment of Jewish settlements wherever possible, even if in prohibited locations.
Furthermore, did you know that Bethlehem, a Jewish man can never go into Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus Christ? If you are a Jew in this country, it's very hard for a Jew to penetrate into Bethlehem. Never. In Jericho, that we also read in the Bible, Jericho belongs, there are a lot of Palestinian territory, just like Bethlehem. A whole lot of places that you read in the Bible that an Israel citizen can never step into. Yes, there are a whole lot of places that they can never step into. In Jericho, I've been to Jericho once. How many of you know Jericho? You read about the wall of Jericho fell. Yeah, I went to Jericho, and Jericho belonged to Arab. There's too much of Arab there. And also in Palestine and Bethlehem, sorry. The Palestinians are claiming Bethlehem. I also went to Bethlehem, which some of you have watched my video. If you haven't watched those videos, please go. Bethlehem, where the birthplace of Jesus Christ, belonged to Palestinians. Believe me, the Christians in this country, the majority of Christians in this country are Arabs. 70% of Israeli are Jewish. And the few 30%, oh, let me put it this way. The few 20% of the Christians are Arab Christians. Believe me, I'm not talking about the foreigners. They are not included. Because if you come to the city here, you see one church here, another church there. We are talking about the Orthodox churches that's in Jerusalem. They are Arabs. Arabs. When you talk about Arabs, that now the 10% is the Muslims. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? Please, if this is your first time, or if you have been watching, or this is your first time of coming across my video, please, I want you to subscribe. Please, can you just pause the video right now and subscribe before I get angry? I'm joking. I'm just joking. Please subscribe and encourage me. So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today is Independence Day in Israel. And once you start seeing these colorful flags like this, and it's the time to say Independence Day, I think this is gonna be good for my thumbnail. Yeah, so this is to say happy independence to Israel. As you can see, the streets is still quiet because of the pandemic. If not for the pandemic, today would have been a very rocky day in Israel. Independence days like this, many people don't go to work. You'll be seeing the Navy, the soldiers, the Israeli pilots flying the planes and entertaining people at the beach and all that. But today, because of the pandemic, the government ordered everybody to stay at home so that we will not mingle. You understand? So meanwhile, let me tell you guys that the lockdown has been lifted in Israel as from Friday. For the past 2 days, 40% of Israel economy has been on operation. So once you're seeing this flag in Israel, you will know that it is Independence Day. You see, everywhere you must see this flag. Okay, let me show you this big building. Can you see that? Yeah, this is, you see, once you see all this, it's time to celebrate Independence Day. So as from Friday, 30th of April, the Israel economy will be operating at 40%, and the hotels will not operate, the restaurant will not operate, but other ministries of the government and business, small business, will be open. But I'm not sure about the mall. You guys know that the mall is always crowded, so I'm not sure, but 40% of the economy will be open. So stay tuned as I will be shooting randomly and bring them together to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. I'll see you. Yeah, this may be probably the last lockdown video you're gonna see on my page. So quiet and calm. Quiet and calm. So by Friday, 30th of April, the lockdown is lifted. So Israel business open 40%. 40% the business is open.
سلام طبعا طرفه بريك اخوان
I see a nice view to see the flags from this side. I want to give you guys a very nice view from this side. You guys remember the other day I went under this tunnel? So this is the top of the tunnel. So I'm trying to show you guys let me show you guys from here. I cannot go to the other side of the tunnel. So I'm just trying to show you how the flags are being displayed. Let me show you. I think you can see that the flag is displayed all the streets to honor the Independence Day of Israel. So as you can see, I hope you guys can see the flag. In every household, look at that house over there. Can you see that? In every household, there must be a flag. Let me go down before the police harass me here, because I'm not supposed to walk on this thing. As you can see, it's very sharp. So they will ask me, what am I doing here? But they are nice people. Once you tell them I'm shooting a video for my channel, they will just let you go. Say, oh, if you're lucky, one person will subscribe. They'll say, hey, let me see your channel. They will subscribe. Check it out, guys. Check it out, guys. Every street must have these flags. Let's check it out from here. I noticed something. This flag is different from the Israel normal flag, but because they write in Hebrew, I cannot translate. I don't know what it means, which flag this belongs to, whether it's of the local government. They are totally different, as you can see.